Jai Shri Ram, Thought Capsule Series. Now, the first capsule is reverence for life requires a reverential attitude toward everything in creation. Be a joy unto your Maker thereby. That is my own quote. RKD is my war name. Ramakarya Dhurandhara. Nomdi Gur. Nomdeguerre. Nom the plume means the pen name. I think you must also choose your Nom the Gur. That means the war name. Ramakarya Dhurandhara is what I have chosen for myself. Why? Ramakarya Dhurandhara basically means one who is competent to carry out Rama's work. This is the phrase with which Hanumanji describes himself in Rama Rahasyopanishad. He says, he actually tells all Ram Bhaktas, don't pester Rama for petty things. You can pray to Rama only for moksha, salvation, that is the final, sammambonam. But for all other petty things, I am there. In fact, if you are a Ram Bhakta, I will take care of you. In Rama Rahasyopanishad, Hanumanji actually says something like this. Ehikeshu cha karyeshu mahapatsu cha sarvadha naivayojjo Rama mantraha kevalam moksha sadakaha. And then he goes on to say that I am Ramakarya Dhurandharaha. That means I am supremely competent to carry out Rama's work, which is the upliftment of all mankind, because we are all Rama's eternal companions, right? So, reverence for life. I think that is the first lesson we must teach children, so that they don't pluck trees, pluck leaves, grass, or no harm. See, the Shastras, the Mahabharata says, Animittam trunam vapi chedayen na kadachana. Make a note. Animittam trunamva api chedayen na kadachana. Which means, do not pluck even a blade of grass purposelessly. Hinduism teaches reverence for life. That is why we worship everything, in fact stones and anything. Why? Because we have a deep reverence for life, which is a great quality. So we must teach every child, do not pluck even a blade of grass if you don't have any purpose for that. That means if you are hungry, you got to eat that, fine, go ahead, but not otherwise. Next capsule. Finite action can never produce infinite effects. I leave it to you to reflect on that. At the bottom I have written, eternal hell and eternal heaven are fantasies of immature minds. See, when we humans are ourselves willing to give parole to criminals, we are even willing, courts are willing to pardon also. If somebody apologizes, then they are pardoned sometimes. So when humans are willing to pardon, why would God send anybody to an eternal hell? I think there can be hells, obviously, where people are given their punishment, but once the punishment is over, the human is given a reprieve. He can start his life again. So the whole concept of eternal hell and eternal heaven in some religions is ridiculous. It's totally irrational. Hinduism doesn't support that idea. The next capsule. Ramayana, 24,000 shlokas explain the meaning of the Gayatri Mantra. So, Ramayana is actually an attempt to explain the Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra contains 24 letters, and the first of every 1,000 shlokas of Ramayana starts with one letter of Gayatri. These 24 shlokas are called the Gayatri Ramayana, and reading this equals reading Ramayana. So, now finally the capsule is, the battle is in the mind, which is the chief fortress, and if you lose it there, it is all over. You see, in tennis and shuttle and cricket also, the final battle is in the mind. So in your mind, if you are very strong, the mind is the ultimate fortress. So don't accept defeat. Yeah, defeats are bound to be there, but that doesn't mean that you feel crushed. Jai Shri Ram. Keep learning and continuously battle, because life is the biggest battle we are fighting, and everyone is fighting. Be nice to people, because people are all fighting. Sometimes, yes, people are rude, but doesn't matter, don't mind. Say Jai Shri Ram and move on. Jai Shri Ram.